Hello everyone, welcome to today's vlog. My name is Adam, and if you're coming in for the first time, I've been doing this for a whole year. Not the washing up, that is, I've just started that now. I've been vlogging for almost a year now. We're getting to 265 videos, 365 videos, and just to see the changes in my life, really. If you are coming in as well, there's a free book in the description box below, and some cheap gaming, link to cheap gaming, and come join the brotherhood of Discord, guys, and let's chat. But tell you what, let's chat simulation right now. In fact, let's have a chat about what's going on in the world of flight simulation. If you're coming in, say hi. Flight simulation, I tell you, it's all happening, man. It's all happening. We're on the verge of just like loads of things happening. Basically, Prepared, Lockheed Martin, they've just launched, or they're just about to launch, literally in a few days' time, their latest version of their flight simulator, P3Dv5. And of course, Microsoft announced last year they're working on their latest version of Microsoft Flight Simulator. They're back in it, and it should be launching. Everyone's expecting it this year. If it actually comes out or not this year, well, it's not been officially announced of the date. That's the only thing. But everyone is expecting it this year. So we've seen footage from both. Really, there's been you can go on YouTube and you can actually see footage from both, and they both look really good. You know, they both handle flight simulation in a different way, and they not only do it in a different way, they look very different. Now, I'm not talking about X-Plane at all, because they haven't, as far as I'm aware, announced their version 12, I think it is now, like a release date for that. I think it's still they're working on the beta of that, so that should be coming out as well. But what we do know is Microsoft and Prepared, so that's really the question. I myself have the Prepared version 4, so I've got the previous version, and you know, I've been thinking, up until recently, I've been like, I'm not going to invest any more money into Prepared. I'm not going to get the next version, because what's the point? After I saw the Microsoft Flight Simulator, I'm like, mate, this honestly looks really good. This is the way they're handling the flight simulator now. They're putting in like satellite mapping. And it looks so real. It looks really good. They've got like billions of trees or trillions of trees and blades of grass and everything. And it's like, it honestly does look really, really good. So I was kind of committed to having the Microsoft. You're right, Loxley, mate. How's it going? I was committed to having the Microsoft Flight Simulator when that launches. You know. And then Prepared go and launch, or go to announce that they're launching theirs, and I'm like, well, yeah, I don't know. You know, the first time I even saw any footage from Microsoft Flight Simulator, I was like, I don't know. It seems more just of a fancy update than anything. It doesn't actually seem like it, you know, does anything better than the Microsoft Flight Simulator, right? But then the more videos I watched on it, right, the difference in my opinion changed, right? So it actually, like, default out the box, it does actually look pretty good, and it looks as good as say X-Plane default out the box. It looks a lot better than it used to default out the box, because default out the box meant it looked like FSX, right? And that's 2006 we're talking about, guys. You know, graphics from 2006. So even like the version I have, you know, you have to heavily mod it to get it looking half decent. You have to put in loads of add-ons, and of course the more add-ons you put in, the worse the performance gets. But P3D version 5 defaults does actually look like it's got loads of add-ons on. Now, the one thing, this is the clincher. Now, this is the thing that really made me think, right, about which simulator to sort of move forward with. Okay, so no pricing has been announced for either simulator. Okay, so we don't know the price of P3D version 5. We don't know the price of the Microsoft Flight Sim. Okay, speculation city now. Okay, this is. So what we do know for a fact, though, is that the Microsoft one is going to be distributed through Game Pass, okay, which is a subscription service, okay? So you have to have a subscription to Game Pass in order to access the Microsoft Flight Simulator, okay? So that they've announced that, that's what they've said. So unless Microsoft change their mind against that modeling and say, actually, we're not going to deliver it through Game Pass, we've changed our mind completely, this is going to be a standalone thing, then you will have to have a monthly subscription in order to play the Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now, within Game Pass, they might offer it for free, so they'll even advertise it, you know, as to say, yeah, you know, it's going to be free, guys. That's right on Xbox One is $1. It will be available on Xbox One, Loxley. Coming up in the future, mate. It will be available. But yeah, so unless they change their minds, you will have to pay a monthly fee to play the Microsoft one. Man, a monthly fee. Do you know how much the Xbox Game Pass is? It's £11 a month in the UK. £11 a month, right? £33 for 3 months. Okay? Man, I'm paying £11 a month if I was only having Game Pass for the Flight Simulator, okay? Which they do have loads of other games, but you know what I mean? Oh, the Game Pass you're saying is $1 for a month. For the first, like, 3 months, Loxley, and then after that, you got to pay £33 for the next 3 months. So yeah, it's only going to cost you like $1 for 3 months or $3 for 3 months, but then as soon as that expires, mate, you're getting stiffed with a $33 bill. Or it's not $33 in America, it's like 45, I think. It's £33 in the UK. So if I wanted to just fly on Flight Simulator, I'd have to pay £11 every single month in order to do so for the rest of the time I want to use that, for the rest of my life. £11 a month, mate. Man, if I had it for 20 years, how money have I put into that thing? Seriously, that's going to be the clincher, really. Now, Prepared version 5, on the other hand, their pricing models are very different. They offer options, okay? So if you want to only pay monthly, right, you can pay a monthly, I think it's $9.95 a month if you're a developer, and something like a $5 a month, I think, if you're not. And you can pay for your simulator monthly, or you can buy it outright with a license. And the licenses they offer one for developers, okay, called the Professional or the Professional Plus, and that's like nearly $2,000, right, if you wanted to do that. And the only benefit to having that one is if you're a developer or if you're training in the military, right? Because you have training scenarios on the Professional Plus version, but you also get the SDK kit. So if you wanted to develop add-ons for, you know, Flight Simulator, then you have their internal coding to play with in order to do that. That's the only benefit of getting that one. If there was an orb on your right side, it went downward. Mate, really? Ooh, mate, this place is haunted. There's ghosts in here, I'm telling you. Honestly, it's probably the man come back. It's probably visiting. Honestly, it don't surprise me, mate, if there's orbs floating around here. Honestly. Probably Derek or Cord. So, yeah. Now, the other option, if you wanted to get the Prepared, the other license they offer is called Academic, right? And it's like 50 quid, and that's it, right? And that's basically if you're studying to train, you know, for personal use, right? It doesn't really mean if you're a student, you know, you got to be going to a college or anything. It just means if you want to do if you want to study flight simulation in the luxury of your own home, then you would go for the Academic. Now, the only difference between the functionality of the Professional Plus and the Academic is there is some minor, very minor, performance enhanced features in the Professional Plus over the Academic. That is it. It isn't worth getting the Professional Plus version if you are simply wanting to use the simulator for personal use. Trust me. Trust me. It doesn't bode any better for anything, really. So, yeah, you can pick up your P3D version, whatever, for 50 quid. So that's the way they price theirs. So they price theirs a lot differently than Microsoft do. So we know they stated on their website that there is a Professional Plus version of the P3D version 5. They've stated that. So one can only assume that there's going to be an academic version as well. So which means you're going to have two pricing structures. You're going to have, most likely the same type of similar pricing, a flat rate fee for the license or a monthly subscription. I hope they don't just do a monthly subscription, because that would be painful, to be honest. I don't know how many people would take it up. I don't know how many people at the moment take up the paid subscription to their current simulators. I certainly don't have a paid subscription. It was a flat out rate fee for mine, so I hope they don't change their modeling on that. Because I'll tell you now, I would rather pay a flat rate fee, no matter, even if it was a little bit higher, right, than a subscription. Because once you have a subscription, it's not yours. It's not your software really anyway. You're only licensing the use of it. You don't get to keep it, it's yours and you can do what you want with it. You're paying a subscription, you're renting it, because as soon as you stop paying that subscription, you've lost use of it. And the license, if once you buy it, you don't have to use it. You can just go months without using it and you haven't lost any money really. Whereas the subscription, if you're not using it, it's kind of a waste of money because you're paying for something you're not using. So that's why I hope they don't go with a subscription service, because I would rather not pay a subscription. So looking at the two simulators side by side now for what you get. So Microsoft Flight Simulator, you get it's Bing map data, satellite data that's used for the landscape. So it's the actual landscape you're flying over. It's not like a CGI created, through the computer cartoony looking one. It's the actual landscape you're going to be flying over. Satellite data, like Google Earth, basically. It's basically what it is. It's Google Earth at the end of the day. And with Prepared, it does seem like that's exactly the route they've taken as well. From what I've seen of other people who've got access to the beta, all the imagery looks like satellite data. Wait, I don't know if it's streamed in. I think it's actually downloaded onto your hard drive within the installation. I'm not sure. That I'm not sure on. But the weather, the water, they both look very similar. They both use the same weather engine, right? And the water looks very similar from both. I honestly believe that they're both gonna look a lot similar to each other, but I think the community at the moment has gone, I'm buying Microsoft Flight Simulator because that looks awesome, And there's going to be a small majority who are just going to say, I'm sticking with X-Plane. I'm sticking with P3D version 4. I'm not investing any more money, blah, blah, blah. I've got a sim set up the way I want it, da, da, da. But majority, I think, have already said, we're going with Microsoft. Oh, mate, I missed that comment. It's gone. I don't know what the comment was. It's gone, mate. I only see the comments flash for 2 seconds. And if it's a very long paragraph, I don't have time. It doesn't give me time to read it, man. I'll have to have a look at that comment afterwards, mate. Sorry. Unless you want to write it out again in 2 parts for me. Sorry. So yeah, I'm actually now persuaded more to P3D version 5 than Microsoft, simply because of the pricing structure. That's it. Simply because I know that it's not going to be a monthly subscription. Well, I don't know for sure, but it's more likely not to be a monthly subscription. Don't get me wrong, 30 £30 for 3 months or £33 for 3 months for the flight sim and a load of other games as well. Like, it is worth it. Like, I would play the other games as well, you know, with the Game Pass. They used to have the Game Pass, you know. When they first announced this this flight sim, man, I went out and bought the Game Pass and started paying, like, you know, for almost a year, the Game Pass. I never used it. I really never played any of the games on it though. I did on the Xbox One because I had the one that was for both, but I never used it on the PC, man. It's just a complete waste of money. And I've spent 120 quid already on Microsoft Flight Simulator, right, because of that Game Pass. And man, we were told that we needed that to access the alpha. What a con job it was. They don't need it to access the alpha one bit. Are you right, Fa? How you doing, mates? Talking P3D version 5 versus Microsoft here. So, if you're just coming in, you got two choices. You can either get the P3D version 5 now, like in a few days' time, or wait to Microsoft. And they both look kind of similar, although Microsoft, I think, has the edge on it at the moment in terms of visual graphics and the amount of planes. You can't speak English, mate. Well, you don't have to do any talking, mate. You just type it. You type English fine. I don't know why something. Okay. Mate, you want to get a translator for your area? Then there's a to translate what I'm saying for your region. I think that's available actually. But closed caption, or is that just for English subtitles? I don't know. Anyway, what was I saying? Forgot, mate. Let's do the dishes as well, man. The hell was I saying? Oh yeah, so yeah, Microsoft has the edge a little bit by the looks of it. For graphic wise, it has the edge, you know. But it also has the edge for the planes that they use. So Microsoft have announced like that there's going to be airliners in there. There's going to be all different types of planes. The plane list for Lockheed Martin literally is military craft mainly, and a couple of general aviation planes. Not much. There's nothing else in the way of like commercial aircraft. I mean, P3D has never been a commercial simulator. It's always been, you're right, trash bag, mates. How's it going? I'm fine. Or trash bag, sorry. Trash bag fashion lover, mate. I love you. That's an ace name, isn't it? Trash bag fashion lover. That's almost like crap bag and Princess Consuela hammock or whatever it was. Banana hammock from Friends. Honestly, mate, I love that. Yeah. P3D is a military simulator more than anything else. You know what I mean? So it's it doesn't do commercial out of the box. You have to add that yourself. Whereas Microsoft Flight Simulator, they've always had commercial, you know, planes in their sims, and so it's like, I don't know, man, it's a tough call, guys. It's a tough call. It really is. Do I want to pay a monthly subscription for a simulator that is going to give me more planes and better landscape, but possibly more bugs? You've got a challenge. Challenge is to ask the closest woman the following question. That question is, will you wear a trash bin liner for for fashion? Mate, I've seen models wearing bin liners down the catwalk before. I've seen that, mate. That's happened already, mate. I mean, would I go out in a bin bag? It'd sweat a bit, wouldn't it? Be a bit sweaty, mate. I'll finish these dishes. That's it, guys. Dishes are done. There we go. It's clean up time. Right, so guys, what's your thoughts? Which simulator, put in the comments now, which simulator do you want to buy? Do you want to buy P3D version 5 or do you want to buy Microsoft Flight Simulator? Start ripping those comments out. Do that in a minute. My hands are all pruned. Also, in about 10 minutes, guys, I'm going to be playing Assassin's Creed Origins on YouTube here. Okay? Not a fan of playing them. Only watching people play them. Which one would you prefer me to play? And I think I'd prefer, I don't know, honestly, right now it's a close call. Let's put you up here. Right now it's a close call, it really is. I don't know which one I'd want to get because I don't want to pay a monthly subscription, you know, for a flight sim. P3D is the Lockheed Martin flight simulator that pilots train on for the military, and you know, it's basically Microsoft's old flight simulator basically, but they've just refined it and made it look new. They've given it loads of updates and it looks just as good as a current flight simulator. But then, you know, Microsoft Flight Simulator are bringing out like the next version, the next generation of it. So, but you gotta pay monthly. So pay monthly, flat rate fee. That monthly one has got more planes and has got better landscape. They both got the same engine of weather and water. They both perform as well as each other. You're going to need an internet connection to use one, whereas the other one you can probably use offline. Mate, I just don't know. I'm like that. I'm just juggling it all up at the moment. So anyway, I'm going to go now, guys. Put in the comments section below what you think. P3D version 5, Microsoft Flight Simulator. Join me in 10 minutes time back here. We're going to be playing Assassin's Creed Origins. I'm just going to go set it all up now. And thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.